Is it possible to actually get out of this material world? Translate. Or we do backside?
No, it's just him, so.
Okay. Oh, there's one girl also.
You can vision. So two of them saw the translators.
Thank you. That is the essential question of all. Can we escape death? As we were just listening to the story of the watchtower of Prague. Well, there's only one person in the recorded history who escaped death, who conquered death. You know who's that? Who knows?
Savitri.
Our husband of Savitri, by the chastity of and the absolute determination of Savitri, she could turn the fate on death and recovered her husband from fated death. But besides her, Hiranyakashipu, he really tried. Didn't work out. Many demons tried, it didn't work out. So the concept of death is such a very, very wonderful concept, because it is the element which ends all our mental speculation. It is an amazing ability human beings have to analyze. They can analyze their own surroundings psychologically, economically. We have all this kind of scholarly exhibits like we were seeing this morning. Swami Maharaj was showing us some RS animatics, where different things of the material world of today were very high, sharp skill analyzed. But this mental wrangling doesn't do anything to solve our problems of death. That's why Srila Prabhupada said, birth, old age, disease and death, these are the real problems of human life, not the economy, not the weapon industry, not the meat eating, not the intoxication, not the past, presence or future of your life, not that. What is going to change the course of your history is death. That's really going to change the course, because then you're going to the next chapter of your karmic performance. So in a sense, when we do all this mental wrangling over life, we really miss the point. The real point is that we have to prepare ourselves for the moment of death. And the Vaishnavas especially, they like to develop spiritual emotions, spiritual feelings for the Lord. They are very keen to fall in love with the Lord. Fall in love means He's your all in all. There's nothing else you really care for except Him. This is one of the things with the tendency of falling in love, that one obliviates other elements, like parents. Parents are the most important thing in life until you fall in love. Then the parents become challenges, because your beloved mother is becoming a mother-in-law. She changes the category from most appreciated towards conflicting personality. The mother-in-law. Many jokes have been made about the mother-in-law, so it's not a joke very obviously. So love in this word obliviates other things. Sometimes girls are married and they like their husband, But after they have children, then they don't pay any more attention to the husband and he gets upset. So love is a certain thing, you know, and love and trust, very important things. Now, what we are talking about in our Krishna conscious philosophy is something adau shraddha, sadhu sangha. We are believing in that you get a feeling by the association of the sadhu, you get a feeling for Krishna. You start falling in love with Krishna and the entire material world becomes obliviated. Career, beauty, man or no man, woman or no man or no woman becomes, that's why many people, they become very strong brahmacharis for a long time. Or brahmacharinis, because they see, what's the use of all this man-women business if all it ends up in some disenchantment? Let me give my love to my Lord completely. So like this, the process of falling in love with Krishna is very highly recognized. Now, here's a very important point. It is called Shraddha in the divine. If you can have mental wrangling about anything and you can be the top analyzer. There's like, for example, risk assessment analyzation. Like, for example, there's some bank calls in another company and they pay $1 million just for making a risk assessment. Things like that, no? Computerized risk assessment. Oh, very, very smart. But what about the risk of dying in ignorance? Nobody has assessed that. But the Bhagavad Gita is assessing the risk of dying in ignorance and is saying it's a terrible risk and it should be avoided at any cost. And how can you avoid that? Just by coming in contact with the divine reality, by coming in contact with the eternal truth of your own soul in your relationship with God. You have an eternal business, my dear. It doesn't matter whether you are a top graduate in your class or whether you were one of the great sports genius, you know. Like some people, they're really good, no? They take a stick and they jump high with a stick. Pretty nice system, no? Maybe can help you to escape from jail or something, you know. But it's a pretty silly thing too, because how high they are now jumping, Govinda? What's the world record? 5 meters something? Huh? 5 meter 30. So they reached 6 meter already. So a person can jump with a stick, he can reach 6 meter of height. Of course, on the other side, he has to have very soft cushion to receive him, because falling down from 6 meter, you can break your neck, man. Huh? This is not a joke, you know. Jumping, pushing you up, I mean, only human beings can come up with such funny things, you know. Anyhow, you can do all these kind of things. It's feasible, but it will not save you at the moment of death. Now they have the nice bungee jumping. You know what's bungee jumping?
Bungee. Yes.
Yeah? Yes. Exactly.
Sometimes
Finished.
sometimes longer, or is maybe more
Heavy.
heavy and what's happened? Everybody's surprised.
So, human beings that can do so many things, they're so fantastic. I mean, it's admirable. The whole human being is a phenomenon which is absolutely admirable. They do far out things, anything, and they always try to do a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Like there's this one woman, she's called the plastic woman. She's so elastic, she can behave like it's like, you cannot believe it, like she has no bones in her body whatsoever. Huh? Others, everybody has something. Some special perfection, and you want to be a little better than the others. So in this way you spend your whole lifetime trying to perfect something absolutely worthless. In the eye of death, it's worthless. Maybe it wasn't worthless before, maybe you got some money, maybe you became famous, you know. Like there's one type of circus always, now I don't know if they still have it, but in the old age they had it, they exhibited the cow with two heads, any type of deformed body or something extraordinary, snake with three heads, and then this would go on exhibit, no? And they go, oh, okay, give something, you could see that, no? Or the horror show. So people are really to entertain themselves, to see the extraordinary. People are getting very much occupied. Completely occupied, so to see. And we forget completely that the real task, the real problem we have not even addressed yet. So then we were seeing something, how the digitalization has made our children so tremendously involved with our modern world of computerization, internet communication, and everything, that they cannot hardly relate to our common systems like reading books or anything. There's so many things that are just changing. It's like almost as bad. Maybe in the case of books it's not yet so dramatic, but how many people still have a tape recorder? Everybody uses CD, and the CD also few people have, because now it's all getting on the memory sticks. So in this way, it's always changing. The same things, even books have been affected by that. At least reading has. But whether people read or don't read, whether people listen to techno music or they listen to heavy metal or they're listening to Bach and Mozart, you know, at the moment of death, this will not save you. At the moment of death, you cannot say, please, I want to hear Schubert. Can you please get me a Schubert recording? No. You have to chant the holy names at the moment of death, and before you die as well. Chant the holy names, chant the holy names, chant the holy names. And this is why this center has been opened here, for teaching people to chant the holy name and to prepare for death. And Radha Gopinath has come here to bless this effort by the infinite grace. This place has not been opened here just to entertain another people and to make another show of virtuos. This or virtuos, that. No, we are not virtuos. We are just humble servants. And we want to have a humble and beautiful family of Krishna consciousness. And for that we have to dedicate our life very strongly, very dedicated for the welfare of the people who come here. So we also come here for just a short visit. I'm very happy our German Yatra also came to give this appearance of their Lordship Radha Gopinath the appropriate reception. Actually, it was very nice. Only Dave did not know how to appreciate that. Supreme Lord appearing in his house. But he will be blessed anyway. Krishna will
Arrange something.
make all the mystical arrangements. So, yes, to prepare for the moment of death, this is a very sacred process. And you know the best thing about it? It's Kevala Anandakanda. It's a very joyful process to prepare for death in the appropriate way. We are not fatalistic, sad people. Look, everybody's almost smiling. Huh? Of course, if you smile, you also look much better. So, if you understand that Krishna has come here to prepare us in a happy way to go back to home, back to God, then what is your complaint? What are you complaining? Are you going to complain about prasadam? Oh, I don't like prasadam. I've not heard that complaint. Are you going to complain about singing and dancing? That's what everybody wants to do. It's the highest popular. Are you complaining that we love each other as brothers and sisters? Are you complaining about that we are studying very valuable, wonderful scriptures which can actually answer the target questions of life? Like where you come from, where you go to, and why you are here. Why you are here, my friend? To do something good. Not to play around with plastic toys. You're here to learn, to discipline yourself, and to learn how to love and how to care, and how to be grateful and to be compassionate. This is a very wonderful process. And we are, somehow or other, we are lucky to be involved in it. One person was telling me yesterday, the president of the country has died, so it may not be the most appropriate to go and sing and celebrate. But I was thinking, there's nothing more auspicious for this ex-president than having the devotees sing the holy names as he has departed from this world, since he's not going to come back into this world to change anything of what he did in this last life. But the devotees chanting can even purify people when they think of them from the bad things of their last life. That's how strong the Shraddha ceremony influences. A devotee can change sins which a man has committed in his past life. This is the power of the holy name. Very incredible. Plus then I was thinking, okay, if somebody is going to complain, look, they're all enjoying eating, sleeping, drinking, all these things. They don't think they have to stop that. But they are complaining that we are dancing and chanting the holy names. Because, of course, they have ignorance about it. They cannot understand the beauty of the transcendental sound. But the truth of the matter is, death is the only tangible reality. And it can easily come today. Don't think death will come in the future. Death will come today. Because when death comes today, it will be one of these days. So if you never think that death will come today, then most likely when death comes, you're not prepared. So we should leave here very philosophically serious and very joyful to spread the message of love everywhere.